I love you forever. I know it seems like a hard saying to take. It may sound even a bit insincere. Yes, to love even one person forever is a tall order to fill, yet it can be. Forever is one hell of a long, long time. Then, first of all, forever cannot exist without each and every moment, so to love someone for a moment and telling them so is far better than never loving them at all. If you really, truly love somebody, even for a millisecond, that is pretty close to forever. Secondly, it has been said, the truth shall set you free. It also has been said, when the truth hurts, silence is golden. Nonetheless, if you really love somebody, I would think you should tell them the truth, just as you yourself most likely would desire to hear the truth. In these times when truth seems like a rarity, I am trying my best to tell the truth and put it in a kind and considerate way. In truth, God is a mythical legend that only exists in the minds of some of the believers some of the time. To this very day, in some human societies, religion is used by certain individuals to maintain power over their subjects, often leading them to war against others. In the past, individuals who governed used religion and God to justify their authority, so to question government was to question God. Here in the United States, that is precisely why "In God We Trust" is on our money. I condemn those who have manipulated the innocent faithful to justify their own lust for power and wealth. While God is still used to convince good, humble, honest, loving people to give up their power to persons who don't abide by the rules they enforce, the power of money is overtaking the power of God. In fact, my interpretation of Bible verses Luke 11:24-26 explains the shift from the power of religion to that of money. When an unclean spirit, false god, is gone out of a man, he walketh through dry places, seeking rest, and finding none. He saith, I will return to my house whence I came out. And when he cometh, he findeth it swept and garnished. Then goeth he, and taketh to him 7 other spirits, more wicked than himself, money, and they enter in, and dwell there, and the last state of that man is worse than the first. Other parts of the Bible get very creepy when you read it and think about what is really being said. It is written that Moses killed at least one man, had 2 wives, and undoubtedly broke every one of the 10 Commandments and used God to justify his actions. Before such psychological terms existed, Moses was a narcissistic, schizophrenic psychopath. Yet he was able to maintain a leadership role through insisting that his desires were guided by his invisible, omnipotent, imaginary buddy, God. On the other hand, I realize there have been more than a few humble, well-meaning people that have used faith and religion to do good things for humanity. Within the fable, there are some good, humbling, worthy life lessons and legends reminiscent of history. It remains fact that religion and all gods have nothing in common with the nature of the world. They remain nothing more than psychological tools used to justify enslaving the masses. That is all they are and all they ever will be, and this is the truth. Something else that holds true about religion is that it is based on expressions of fear of death, the unknown, and the human desire to be part of something eternal. Against all odds, then what are our chances of a true eternal connection? We are certainly biological beings, a species, a life form. As such, it would be rational to relate our chances of species immortality to the fact that over 99% of all the life forms that have existed on this planet are now extinct. That does not leave much time for us to waste being led by elitist economic alpha dog humans that are only interested in their individual power and wealth. Let us face fact. We are not the center of the universe. Early in the 20th century, Einstein gave us the theory of relativity and introduced us to the yet unsolved unified field theory. So according to relativity, the speed of light is a constant, and nothing in the physical world, not we humans, energy or matter, are able to exceed this speed, well, at least within our known realm. Since Einstein's time, our astronomers and scientists have identified black holes which are believed to be large masses that generate enough gravity to pull in matter and even light at speeds equal to or exceeding the speed of light. This force causes matter and energy to disappear as it is drawn toward the object to a distance named the event horizon. What we now know is that Newton's laws of physics and Einstein's theory of relativity hold true in most conditions we are familiar with, yet the speed of light can be equaled and may be surpassable. This is a very important step toward fulfilling our desire to be part of something eternal and immortal. Once we know that the speed of light is attainable, it leads us to study and try to solve the unified field theory. Philosophically, it is reasonable to believe that every second of time and all time are connected, just as every smidgen nanometer of space is connected to all of space. Matter is now known to bend time and space, so there you have it, a philosophical solution to the unified field theory that now only needs to be mathematically worked out, scientifically analyzed, and devices engineered to technically solve our mortal predicament. Some say there is no moral order without belief in God. I believe there is moral disorder within the system of belief in God bestowed upon us by selfish men, leading us to set aside and ignore the nature of the universe to appease their desires for power and wealth over their fellow men and women. I say with belief in the infinite possibilities of a cooperative, collective effort of humanity that such belief increases our chances of fulfilling our individual desires to be connected to an immortal intelligence far beyond the chance that we would have through maintaining the hierarchical pecking order, alpha dog, societal power structure based on God and money. So our duty, if we choose to accept it, is to learn to live within the natural order of the universe as the wonderfully talented, aware beings that we are. We must accept that we are related to all life on this planet. As bipedal hominid mammals, we fit perfectly into the animal kingdom. Now with genetic research and evidence alongside of archaeological fossil evidence, it is no longer in our best interest to deny our place within nature. I cannot tell you exactly how, when, or if we will accomplish the completion of our eternal connection. I can only say that it will be possible when we learn to work toward it through a collective cooperative effort in species unity. Only then will our desire for an immortal connection become reality. The unified field of the universe exists. The Alpha Omega exist. All we have to do is realize and connect with that nature of the universe. Can or may are important because this uncertainty gives value to our lives. We have free will to become extinct or to unite with the universe as it is. If our eternal journey was already decided for us, there would be no reason for the tribulations and sufferings in this life. Our voyage through time, space, and matter toward the eternal unified field may be completed within our natural lifetimes, or it may take millions of years. This is not yet known. Still, against all odds, it is certainly possible that we can exceed the limitations of the physical realm if we work together. For the time being, this is the best explanation I have for how very much I love you forever.